How are you doing today? I hope that you have been well. I hope everything around you and about you is all good. Your family, yourself, your work, your school, your career. I hope everything is good. Well, this is a brilliant day. It's a beautiful day. God has made a wonderful week that we have. Do you realize we're getting to the close of the year? And I hope that, most of your dreams have come to pass, because I want to talk about that. I want to talk about making or realizing your dreams. I want to talk about, making your dreams a reality. Most of the times, we have all these great dreams that we have, things that we want to do, places we want to go, things that we have envisioned, and then sometimes we don't know how to go about them. Well, you are on the CJ Scott, the place where we do transformation, inspiration, motivation, and empowerment, and I hope that this is going to be helpful to you. One of the things that I have learned over time with the realization of dreams and just causing them to become a reality is that you have to manage the process. You have to manage the process. A lot of times we talk about, trusting the process, which is very important, but you've got to manage the process. Otherwise, you're going to be overwhelmed by your own dreams and your own desires. Most of the times, your dreams are bigger than where you are. And most of the times, where you want to go is compelling. It's pulling you, and you feel like you need to get there. And so if you do not manage the process, you're going to be sucked into the process. That's where people begin to get discouraged and even depressed, because they feel like they're putting in so much into what they want to see, and they're not seeing themselves getting there. So in managing the process, then you've got to break down your goals, your dreams, your vision. You've got to break them down into consumables. For example, you've got to ask yourself, how long will it take for you to get to the place that you want to get to? If I want to go to school, if I wanted to get my PhD, I would get to know that it will take this amount of time for me to get my PhD. If I want to get my first degree or my second degree, whatever it is, I will know that it takes this amount of time to get there. Now, that's something that you've got to do also when it comes to your dreams, because then you're managing the process. Yes, you want to get to the place where you've got your PhD, but then how are you going to get there? Then I know that I'm going to take this amount of years doing my undergraduate, then the postgraduate, then eventually I'm going to do the PhD. Well, systems are different. Currently, there are people who will be getting their PhDs even at 21. Different systems, but then just the traditional systems, the traditional systems that we have had for education, for example, is that you're going to go through school for 8 years in primary levels, 4 years in secondary, then you're going to do your undergraduate for 4 years, then probably 2 years and another 2 years. So you know that you are spending about 20 years in school to get your PhD. That is, if there's nothing that is going to happen in between, that is seamless process. So it's a process that has been managed, that for me to produce a doctor, he's going to sit in a medical class for about 7 years. For us to produce a lawyer, they're going to sit here for about 5 years and then go to the school of law. In the same manner, you've got to manage the process of your dreams, because so many people get stressed due to mismanagement of the process or lack of management of the process. You want to arrive at a certain place and then you have no plan, you have no clear goals, you have no timelines. You have not broken this down into action and realistic actions. You have not broken it down into stages. You have not broken it down into steps, and you want to jump into it. So you keep on doing much, then you don't see the result. And eventually what that will do, it sucks up the energy from inside of you into that vision. Because most times, a dream, a goal, a purpose is going to take everything within you, spirit, soul, and body. So you manage the process. The second thing that I would want you to manage is manage expectations. Manage the expectations. You've got to manage your expectations, and not just your expectations, but also the expectations of the people that are around you. I keep on seeing several people at the place where, for example, they go into entrepreneurship, and then you're starting a company or you're starting an establishment. You're just beginning something that you're running with. You've put in your little money from it, your little capital, you're beginning to grow with it. And then there are people now who think because you're doing your own business, you are able to afford either a certain kind of lifestyle or you are able to meet certain needs. So you have all these things, like probably sometimes you've got family or friends or even just yourself. You're thinking, because I'm doing this, I should be able to do 1, 2, 3 financially. You have to manage expectations, both from you and other people. when people are talking to you and they're trying to create unrealistic expectations on you on what you are doing, you've got to let them know that you're fine with the process. That's why I started with the management of the process. You've got to let them know that you're fine with the process, that you're at a certain stage and you're walking towards a certain stage and you're fine with where you are, so that you don't allow the pressure to begin to hit you and you feel like you need to respond to, or you need to become a reality of people's expectations and even your own expectations. You know, it is better for you to under-expect and overachieve than to over-expect and underachieve. So if I am going into something today and I think, like, for example, if I want to have a talk somewhere and I want to have a dinner with people, and then I say, look, I need 500 tables, I need 500 people, sorry, I need 500 people coming in, so let's do 50 tables of 10 people each. Now, I would rather manage my expectation by thinking, Lord, look, if we get 300 people coming in, that's going to be okay, than for me to think I need 1,000 people and then I'm able only to hit 200, which is a good number. But then when the 200 comes in and I was figuring that I would get 1,000, I get disappointed just because of my expectation. But if I thought, well, I will deal with about 300. Even if 200 come, I will still see it as a plus because I know that I am growing towards something. So you need to manage your expectations also. The third thing is that you've got to manage your time. You must manage your time, because time is the greatest commodity that you have. It is time that influences every other thing. Time is a factor of production, you know, away from the traditional factors of production like land and whatever. Time is a factor of production and a great factor of it. It determines how you make money, it determines who you meet, it determines where you're placed at, how you work around your time, determines the level of results that you're going to see. So you got to manage your time. And sometimes, you see, we waste time without knowing that we're wasting time. We cannot account for things that we do. We cannot account for spaces of time because we felt that we were busy, but really we were busy towards no goal. So once you have decided to define the kind of goals that you need to have, you've decided to break down your process into something that is consumable, it becomes easy for you to manage time. And you know that it's going to take me, like I said when we started, like it's going to take me 5 years to get this degree or 7 years to get this degree. So I will manage my time because I know I have 7 years to get to the place where I will get this degree. Now, so for you to make your dreams a reality, you're going to have to manage several things around your life. And I've said that number one, you've got to manage the process. You're going to manage, number two, you're going to manage the people around you. So you're going to manage expectations of people and yourself. So, and then number three, I say that you're going to manage your time. So number one, manage the process. Number two, manage, you got to manage the expectations. And number three, you manage your time. Well, that's all the time that I have managed to have with you today. And of course, this week, please like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. It's Chris J. Atemo. So you like, subscribe, share, keep it right here on the CJ Scott, and keep on watching out for every other resource material that is coming in, the books and the music, all of them, YouTube channel, and on the contacts that are given on your screen.
Raise your hand.